This piece was brought to you by Roberta's, robertaspizza.com.
This is Mike Edison, host of Art Senses of Seizures. You're listening to the Heritage Radio Network, broadcasting live from Bushwick, Brooklyn. If you like this program, please visit heritageradionetwork.org for thousands more.
We talk about food, we talk about music, with musical dudes, finger on the pulse, snacky tunes.
Why this is Darren Bresnitz, one half of Snacky Tunes, coming to you live from Los Angeles. We're here with Rachel Ryan, founder of the Los Angeles Donut Festivals. Welcome to Snacky Tunes.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So the LA food scene is growing,
Yes.
super big, things like that. And with the rise of the food scene, you see a lot of festivals and things like that.
Yes.
What have you noticed as a trend in festivals out here, and why you thought a donut festival?
So one of the big movements that's happening in Los Angeles, and I come from Northern California, so I've seen it a bit in San Francisco as well, is the one concept food scene. So you have a whole festival that celebrates, whether it be for us like donuts, or it's like a lobster festival or a garlic festival, and it's not like a multifaceted food approach. It's just celebrating one trendy food, and a lot of times it's food that used to be considered like comfort food and is now elevated. So it's like your mac and cheese, and your sliders, stuff like that you're kind of seeing become a little bit more trendy and fancy. And then these food festivals are showing up around them because so many trendy shops or restaurants are picking up those food concepts that you can actually have a festival where you have a ton of vendors that specialize in one type of food. So we've seen that trend happening for years here, and no one has done a donut festival. And I thought, hey, we could take that same concept and apply it to donuts.
I mean, the donut's gotten very popular.
It has. Well, it's always been popular. I mean, that's the thing.
I guess so. From its birth, always on the cool kid at the lunch table.
Donuts are one of those things that they've been really trendy since the 1950s. Like, it's just been people's, whether it's breakfast or dessert, it's always been a staple on people's table. And so they've always been around, and they're the only dessert that hasn't had like a wax and a wane. There's always been a very constant fan base for donuts.
There's no down economy in the donut economy.
There's no down economy. So you always have your like baby boomer generation that loves your traditional mom and pop places. And now you're seeing a new wave of young millennials that love the trendy donuts.
Of course.
So there's kind of like two camps of donut followers, but they all love donuts.
Now, I've seen some of the wackier, like the voodoo donuts and things like that. And is there can donuts go too far? I guess is what I'm trying to ask in a nice political way.
It kind of depends upon what you think is too far. Like one of our shops, and I won't say who because it's a surprise at the event, they are doing a sausage donut. And so some of these donuts are really pushing the envelope between savory and sweet. They're becoming almost like a chicken and waffles type concept for them. And a lot of people don't like that. They like the traditional like Long John twist, chocolate glaze, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it just depends upon if you're a traditionalist or if you're really into the food scene and you like seeing, high-end, like people experimenting with donuts and kind of taking them wherever they can go.
What about you? Where do you land?
I like them the crazier the better.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Okay, craziest donut.
I would say one of the ones that I have really liked is the curried sugar at ICDC.
Okay.
It's totally unusual. You wouldn't imagine curry being in something really sweet, but in Indian food it does translate somewhat with coconut milk. But but you don't really think of it as a sugary, sweet dessert type item, and it works for them. And I really like that. I like fluffernutters a lot. I love it when people put fresh fruits. They'll do like bananas and cream in it. I really dig that. And there are so many amazing donuts here in LA. You could try different crazy ones pretty much every day.
Now, when you talk about the curry donut, is it one of those things where every culture has their own version of a donut?
Yes. I shouldn't say every culture, but a lot do. So like in a lot of, Hispanic culture, the churro is their donut. We actually have one churro shop coming out because they were the first ones to reach out to us, Churro Sticks, and they said, churros are donuts too. They're just Spanish donuts. And I was like, you're right. They are a donut. They're deep fried dough.
Right. We're all the same deep fried dough on the inside, right?
Yes. So they have it, in Southern culture, you have the beignet. So all throughout, New Orleans and into the South, you have the beignet, which is a donut too. You see, there's lots of cultures that adopt it because deep frying stuff is always popular.
I don't think that also never sees a down economy.
Yeah.
The idea of deep frying.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first donut?
I do.
Oh, you do? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I actually wrote a blog about it on the website.
Really?
Yes.
Paint us a picture.
Okay, so when I was I was probably like 7 or 8 years old. I mean, maybe my parents had given me a taste before this, but it was like my first real experience with falling in love with donuts. Mm-hmm. And I went to a year-round school where you were on school for like 2 months and you had a month off, 2 months, month off. So like my summer was a 1 month period. And my mom had hired this babysitter to watch me for the month, and she was constantly trying to find things for me to do. And one day she took me to the donut shop, and I scrounged throughout the like couch and wherever I could find it, find my 75 cents of change. And I went to this donut shop, and there was no name to the donut shop. It was just donuts. Like, it was an old school donut shop. And I got my very first chocolate covered bar. It wasn't a filled one. It was just a traditional bar with the chocolate sauce on it. And it rocked my world. I loved it so much that I scrounged up change every single day for 30 days, and we went to that donut shop.
That's a lot of couches you're going through.
Yes. I was like begging my mom for money, and finally she was like, "What is this for?" and cut me off. And then at the end of the summer, I had my first Krispy Kreme type donut. It was Krispy Kreme is, a lot of people don't know this, but the glaze on it is condensed milk.
Really?
Yeah, and so there's some shops that do that, and I had that for the first time, and it was the most amazing, like, melt-in-your-mouth goodness thing that I've ever had. So.
Now, is donuts go-to dessert always for you?
They do. I don't do them for breakfast.
Really?
Yeah, most people do, but whenever I get a donut, it's always, after dinner, or it's like after the bars or something like that. It's more of a late night thing for me, which here in LA is nice because almost all the shops are open 24 hours and have as big of a following at night as they do in the morning.
So LA donut shops, I mean, you cannot drive around LA without seeing a donut shop. So to weed through it as a donut expert, what would you say are some of your favorites?
A really, really solid donut shop is Kettle Glazed Donuts. They're really famous on the donut scene here. A lot of people know them, but they have this one. It's like a muffin donut that they actually bake, and it tastes like a cinnamon roll / donut, and it's all caramelized on the outside. It is unreal. That's probably one of my favorites in LA. Let me think. I have to say, and California Donuts. California Donuts has a blueberry cinnamon toast crunch that is to die for.
Wow.
I love theirs. They're really big on the cereal donuts, so they're one of the first shops in LA that started taking like unique glazes on just a traditional glazed donut, making them flavored, and then just dunking it into cereal. So they'll have like Lucky Charms, Captain Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, all your favorites on there, which is really, it's more of like a playful donut, which I like, and then you have your serious ones from like Donut Friend, which are
a serious donut.
It is a serious donut. It's like a very, I don't know what the word is. It's like a bougie donut or something.
No, it's fine. I mean, there are definitely whimsical donuts and definitely serious donuts and traditional donuts and things like that.
Yeah, Donut Friend, you'll find a like rosemary lavender donut or something like that.
Right, a little more upscale.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, these donuts that are sitting in this box right here, where are these from?
These are from Stan's. Stan's is more of a traditional place. Stan's Donuts actually has probably one of the largest followings in Los Angeles. 2 reasons. One, they make a good donut. They make a good traditional donuts. For people who like just your classics, they're where to go. But they've also been around for 50 years. So Stan is this ridiculously cute old man who still works there every single day.
Yes, Stan, legendary.
Yes.
Legendary.
And he'll come out and talk to you. Like, he's just very approachable and friendly. If you get there before noon, you can talk to him. And he puts, it sounds cheesy, but he really puts love into every single donut and cares about his product.
I mean, they do go straight to your heart.
Yeah, and that's why he stood the test of time, and has such a big following. So here we have a peanut butter chocolate, their traditional glazed, and then their blueberry buttermilk. And someone already ate the orange.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
That's not there.
All right, well, we're going to take a musical break.
Okay.
Dig into these donuts, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about the festival.
Okay, sounds good.
Tuning in, Rachel, LA Donut Festival here on Snacky Tunes. welcome back. We're here with Rachel from the LA Donut Festival. I have already demolished the peanut butter chocolate one. Shout out to Stan. So, I used to like donuts, and then I met my fiancée, Anna, and she really made me fall in love with donuts.
Yeah.
And I think, you're really seeing a trend of people who love donuts, and that is sort of confirmed by the, I think, 7,000 people who are coming.
We have 700 that are coming
700.
because that's all that the festival...
Never mind, 7,000. I was like, that's a lot of donuts, but 700.
What it is we have 700 because that's all the venue will hold, but we have 11,000 people that are trying to get tickets right now. So it's...
11,000?
Yeah.
What's that inbox look like?
It's insane. So next year we're going to have to figure out... We didn't expect this kind of success. We knew it would be successful, but we didn't think it would be that hot. So next year we got to quadruple the size.
You got to quadruple it.
Yeah.
So who are the vendors that are coming? Who I bet there's a lot of people now who are kicking themselves for not getting in and getting in early.
Yeah, I think I'm getting probably 100 emails an hour, people begging for tickets, but I can't do it. So real quick list, we have ICDC, Spud Nuts, Randy's Donuts, Stan's Donuts, DK's, Kettle Glazed, Colorado Donuts, California Donuts, Churro Sticks, Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme, Cafe Dolce, Donut Prince, and Primo's. So we have 13. Yeah. So
good.
Their whole slogan is don't get a divorce, get a donut.
Oh, yes, I saw that sign. And I always wondered, I was like, I wonder if there was ever a day where that really happened, whereas...
I don't know, because their pictures covering all their walls in there are the couple that owns it, all over each other. And so, I don't know, maybe
honey, I was driving down to the courthouse to get the papers, but then I got to hang for a donut.
I know. Changed their life.
And so all these are showing up, each of them bringing 700 donuts, so everyone can get one donut.
So everyone's going to get probably 7 to 10 donuts. It's going to be more than they really can eat.
That's whole donuts?
No. They're going to get all together. They'll get that many.
Okay, I was going to say that.
Because there's only so much that people can eat, before it's just wasting a ton of donuts.
Right. Yeah. And that's always the toughest thing with these types of food festivals where you don't ever want to run out of food, but you don't want to be shoving it all in the garbage.
Yeah, and we have to be sensitive to that because this goes to our food pantry. So we really care
about that. It's really awesome that you were tied to the Salvation Army.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Well, so Salvation Army has a long history with donuts. They actually were the first organization, company, whatever you want to say, that started promoting donuts. So during World War I, their donut lassies gave out donuts to the troops all over Europe.
And donut dogs?
No, they just gave out these kind of weird, they're what would be the most traditional cake donut.
I thought you said donut lassies.
The lassies, yeah, donut lassies. That was their name.
In my mind it was the, the dog in the field with donuts on its back. Never mind, that's not, I went somewhere much more fantasy.
No, it was just a way to call a girl or whatever, so they called them donut lassies. And they were on the front lines giving out donuts, and that's really where Americans fell in love with donuts, is because of the Salvation Army. So they have loved them for years. They are the #1 promoter of National Donut Day, which is in June, and so we started thinking about a more creative and trendier way to feature donuts than what we have done in the past. And so that's why we came up with the Donut Festival, and really a way to kind of get a new, younger audience exposed to the Salvation Army and what we do. So,
that's amazing.
Yeah. So there's a rich history there with donuts. It's not just kind of arbitrary. There really is a reason behind it, and it goes to our food pantry here. So you get to eat for a good cause, which you can't lose.
So when you say it goes to food pantry, the tickets or the
so we sold tickets. There's the general admission, which is getting glazed, and then the VIP is Sprinkle Me VIP.
Love it.
And then the kids tickets are Sugar High.
Love it.
Yeah, so all the money from that goes 100% to the food pantry here.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely a very creative way to get people.
Yeah.
Most of the times when you see these food events, it's usually to some sort of food charity.
Yeah.
And it's not that it's not a food charity at the pantry, but it is a larger organization.
Yeah. Yeah, we do a lot here.
So in addition to your standard donuts, what other offerings are going to be there that might be a little bit more on the wild side?
We have donut burgers that are going to be there. So
what are those called?
There's a name. Someone actually said it today. I couldn't quite make out what he was saying. It was a guy from Texas who owns a donut shop, and he was talking about how his shop sells them, but I'd never heard it before.
Was he willing to come from
He
Texas?
He is coming from Texas to the event. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. He loved the event so much that
the Luther Burger.
Yes. Yeah. So basically, for us, it's going to be 2 Krispy Kreme donuts that replace the buns.
Yes.
And then all your traditional burger fixings in the middle.
You know, it's weird. Like, I'm like, okay, I understand the burger and the bun, but then once you start adding in like mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup.
Usually you don't. It's typically just a cheeseburger, and then some people add lettuce and tomato to it.
For that healthy vegetable.
Yeah, exactly. Iceberg lettuce is so great for you. But.
And then there's an insane raffle for donuts for a year, right?
Yeah, DoorDash came on board, and they're a food delivery service that's blowing up here in Los Angeles. They're adding new restaurants like every day. And so they partnered up with us, and they're going to deliver donuts to whoever wins that raffle once a month for a year. So they're going to get lots and lots of donuts.
That's a lot of donuts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'll be whenever the person wants to order it, really. They're very flexible with it.
Yeah, I would imagine that.
Yeah.
You got to pace yourself.
Yes.
Probably you're like every day, and then it's like every other day, and then you're like, I think the last time I got donuts was a month ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now I know Yelp is involved as well, right?
Yeah.
You're doing, I mean, what's a 12 donut show up without a showdown, right?
Yeah, so Yelp is obviously a big part of the success for all of these donut shops. It has helped little family-run places become huge powerhouses here in LA, and because there's a voting component, we thought it was just a natural tie-in. And so they loved the concept, and so we're going to do all the voting through their app. And my husband used to work for Yelp, so I'm a big Yelp fan myself.
Got an insider.
Yeah.
And how's it going to work with prizes and things like that, or is it just bragging rights?
It's a giant trophy with a giant ceramic donut on the top that I actually made myself.
Beautiful.
And because oddly enough, the trophy shop did not have a donut to put on top, so I had
You would
to
think
make
that
it.
they would be able to make that by now.
Yeah, but they can't. So I was like, fine, I'll make it. So anyway, it's a big trophy, bragging rights, and we're not doing money this year. We might do it next year just to sweeten the prize, a bit. But all the shops were very happy to do it just because all the proceeds go to a nonprofit.
Gotta love it.
So they were happy with that and the exposure they're getting. So
Yeah. So I know it's sold out, but if people want to find out about it, stay tuned for next year.
Yes.
Where can they go?
So just go to ladonutfestival.com, and we're going to hopefully choose a date here pretty soon and hopefully announce it at the event itself so people can buy tickets for next year pretty soon here.
And when is it? If people want to follow online in real time, when's it happening and where?
So it's going to be, we have our Twitter feed going on. It's just hashtag LA Donut Festival, and then Instagram is at LA Donut Fest.
Awesome.
So pretty easy to find.
October 3rd.
Oh, yes, Saturday, October 3rd. It's in Koreatown in Mad Ave Street Art Gallery, which is a really cool venue.
Awesome. Well, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you.
This is so awesome. I'm going to try to not eat another donut because
You can try.
I started with saying I was only going to eat half, and now it's gone during
You
the
can
interview.
try.
But this is fantastic. Can't wait to go to the festival. Can't wait to see how it grows and grows. Any advice for people who are out there starting to make their own donuts, or if they have visions of their own donut business or festival in different cities?
Yeah, actually the guy from Texas, he's coming out to see the event to see if he can start one in Houston where his shop is from. But if your area has, enough of a donut scene, not all cities do, some do, you really could do it yourself. It's just a matter of gathering all the shops together and renting a venue and getting it done. But for homemade donut people, I don't know. I think that nowadays you can buy just the best donuts. I wouldn't make them at home. I just buy them.
Rachel, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
We got another tune coming up. This is Darren here on Snacky Tunes.
All right, thanks.
For real. What? I feel so damn gangster. I'm a gangster for real.
What are you talking about?
I'm a gangster for real. I feel so damn gangster. I'm a gangster for real.
Oh my God. It's just one of those days. I feel the sun rise around me. All the clouds run away. Something funny's going on. Okay, now where's all the traffic? Is someone trying to clown me? Why do I feel fantastic? I'm used to things always going wrong, but now
I'm a gangster for real.
I feel so damn gangster. I'm a gangster for real. Come on. I'm a gangster for real. I feel so damn gangster. I'm a gangster for real. Oh shoot. Sitting in my backyard, looking at a little squirrel. I'm drinking some coffee, feel like a whole different world. Plus I got the bomb rhyme skills. I got Hawthorne backing me up, Plus my wife looks good. I got butter sauce seats all up in my trunk. Yep, I'm banging some Depeche Mode. Windows down so you can see the fresh mode. Yeah, my 6'4" is only a Nintendo, but I'm smashing fools on some Super Mario. Never picture myself sitting on some big dough. Used to be in Broken 6 and Alvarado. I'm chilling at the back of the boat chewing tacos. I feel like young Sean Connery in Cabo, and now
I'm a gangster for real. I feel so damn gangster. I'm a gangster for real.
Show me how you feel. Come on.
I'm a gangster for real. I feel so damn gangster. I'm a gangster for real.
Oh shoot, let's go. Okay, act like you in Cabo. Let me take you out. We'll go to Denny's on Vermont and we'll get waffles on the house. Yeah, act like you in Cabo. Let me take you out. We'll go to Denny's on Vermont and we'll get waffles
on the house.
Watch the young Duke Ellington make the place gelatin, shake the fake Pelican, I have the black Gilligan. I keep seeking, keep preaching, the seeds peeking, keep reaping, keep breathing the same reason. I leak venom every time I choose to spit them, and that line hit them with an unusual rhythm that you never heard. The similar words ever spoken, forever heard. And those who oppose, I'm not joking, cause now
I'm a gangster for real. I feel so damn gangster. I'm a gangster for real.
Show me how you feel.
I'm a gangster for real. I feel so damn gangster. I'm a gangster for real.
Let's go on a pleasure trip.
Come on. I'm a gangster for real. I feel so damn gangster. I'm a gangster for real. Yeah, yeah. I'm a gangster for real. I feel so damn gangster. I'm a gangster for real.
You gotta rock to the beat that like this. You gotta rock to the beat that like this. You gotta rock to the beat that rock it to the beat. You gotta rock it to the beat that like this. You gotta rock it to the beat that like this. You gotta rock it to the beat that like this. You gotta rock it to the beat.
All right. Welcome back, Snacky Tunes. I was just Pigeon John. Earlier in the show was Au revoir Simone, both live from Snacky Tunes. We have Belle Mare live in studio. Welcome.
Hi.
Hey. Shout out to Rami from Pop Gun, who said to reach out to you guys.
Hey, Rami.
He's a good dude.
He's great.
One day they'll open up that new venue.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
I know. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Amelia. I sing in the band and I play a few chords on guitar from time to time.
Just a handful.
Just a handful.
Just a handful. Is that in the contract?
Yes.
I actually heard about one band described another band member as like playing the least amount of notes possible.
That's pretty much me.
Okay.
Sometimes I actually pretend to play. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But like sometimes it does happen.
It all comes out.
I'm Tara. I play keyboards.
Okay.
My name's Tom. I play guitar.
So how did you three come together?
Well, one day, I had just moved to New York and was kind of looking for people to play with on Craigslist. And I met this one girl called Karina.
What year is that, by the way?
This was in 2011.
Do you think people still look for band members on Craigslist?
Yes.
I actually do,
Really?
yeah. I
You do?
definitely think they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing but success.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
I take the question back.
We found our bases that way too.
Okay.
So yeah, I met this girl called Karina, and we decided one night to go to an open mic. It was a really freezing winter night, and we almost didn't go, but I'm really glad we did go because we played a little set, and then Tom came up to us after and was like, "Do you guys have any demos?" And we were like, "No." And then he was like, "Oh, I'd love to record some demos for you." And this woman in the bar was like, "Hey guys, you better be careful. Like, you don't know who this guy is. Like, make sure you bring someone." So he brought with us a bodyguard to Tom's house.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Amelia was 19 at the time.
Yeah.
I think I went up to her and asked her if I could buy her a beer first at the bar. So I didn't know, but.
And then, Karina went off on a trip to India, and I came back from holidays and hit up Tom, and we sort of just ended up working together after that.
Oh, amazing.
Worked out really well.
What was the name of the place for the open mic?
It was called Bar 4. It actually closed now.
Oh, RIP. And how has the songwriting process been between all of you since you formed?
Good. I mean, it's like sort of goes in phases, really. I mean, everything just starts as like, just sort of a bedroom recording, and then, I'll do something. Amelia will come over. She'll do vocals. And then, we send that out to the rest of the members in the band.
How has it evolved over the years of working together, like the newer material versus some of the older material?
I think the songwriting process has kind of changed because I used to write a lot more alone when we first started out, and then come to Tom with something that I wanted to kind of develop. But now it's Tom is mainly the one to sort of come up with an instrumental part, and then I'll come over and come up with a melody and lyrics.
So you can play less notes.
Yeah. That's basically why.
Well, why don't we hear a song?
Sure.
What are you going to play first?
We're going to play a new one called The Dark of My Evening. It's not on the EP. It's going to be on the new album that comes out hopefully soon.
Okay. Live on Snacky Tunes.
Yeah.
When I go out, I'm alone. Where do you stay? In the dark of my evening, you're the dark of my evening. Where do we go from here? When nothing goes the same years, where will we be? I feel that I won't let it disappear ever. And I can't even make myself didn't think I'd be the one to say it. I was holding back 'cause you couldn't say it either. Where's my life gonna be 5 years from now? Will you still be over me, telling me how to live my life silently? When I go out, feel. Oh, the happy Do you never think I'd go out just to show how I can never be alone in my bedroom now? Do you never think I'd go out just to show how I can never be alone in my bedroom now?
Amazing. So I know that you've recently been recording and you ended up in Electric Lady's studio. How did that come about?
So we were doing a video session for the Wild Honey Pie, and it was recorded at Electric Lady's studio, and we recorded it in Tom Elmhurst's studio. It was Studio C, and after the session, pretty much they reached out to us and said that they wanted to, start, pretty much just record an EP for us and start an imprint. So that's kind of how it happened. And then, slowly it materialized. And then actually just about 2 years ago, this month is when we first started. And the song that you guys heard at the beginning of the show, Cicada, was actually the first one that we recorded. And that was recorded just about this time 2 years ago.
What's the negotiation with that? If they reach out to you, do you just say yes, or do you have to play it cool, or are you I don't know, maybe we have time, maybe we don't?
We were just hell yeah.
Yeah, we were like, get us in there.
Was it yes, immediately came in?
Oh, yeah, I don't even think we asked any questions. Yeah. Just you want to record us? Okay.
Do we have to pay? And what is it to record in a place so legendary? Do you feel it in the place?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I mean, can you try to describe it?
The walls are vibrating.
It's really, it's you enter a completely different world when you're in there and you lose all track of time. And also, apparently it's haunted, so, I don't know, while I was in there, I definitely thought that I felt, I don't know.
Who haunts it?
I don't know, Jimmy.
Legendary musicians.
Yeah.
And how do you think being in that place affects you? Does it push you? Do you think, just given the history of the place, or change the songwriting process, or?
I think it I don't want to say it's a added level of pressure or something, but
sure.
You definitely, when you're in there, you really want to step up to the plate, and I mean, they would definitely make it easy on you. I mean, it's just from the talent that you're working with to the equipment there, the studio itself is just beautiful, and we just went in there and had a good time. We got wine, beer, snacks, and just had a really great time.
And did the producers maybe pull some things out of you that you probably might not have otherwise had?
Definitely, but in a very subtle way. There was, like Tom said, there was absolutely no pressure, and it was a really relaxed environment, and I think that's really what made it, what made the best of it come out while we were in there.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we worked with Ben Bapty, and he's very subtle, very intuitive, and just not very over the top. He's never well, you guys need to do this or that, and he just kind of lets. I think he sort of guides us to do what he wants us to do, but without actually.
What was one piece of
saying it? So.
What was one piece of advice where he Jedi'd you into doing something different?
I feel like we were playing. Well, most of our songs are pretty sad, but there was one song in particular. He was like, "You guys need to all feel this song," and I think it took us 3 hours to record it over and over again to get a take.
Feel it in what way? Or how did you take it?
Just to be that sadness,
okay.
Which is something that when you play a song over and over again, it's hard to manifest over and over again.
And you just went to a sad place.
And then after he said that, I think we got it in one take.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was really amazing.
Was only one of you feeling the sadness, and then it took the rest of you to feel the sadness?
A lot of sadness all around. Oh, yeah.
Why don't we hear another song?
Yeah.
All right, just give me 1 second.
Okay, we're going to play one off of our first EP. Actually, the title track called The Boat with a Fragile Mind. This is one we don't normally play this live, just because we never really worked it out with the full band. But I think it's sort of meant to be played in this way. That's kind of acoustic and low key.
I dream about you all the time. You must be on my mind. When time was turning, being taught by the boat of the fragile mind, we hoped we might make it out alive. To live, to tell the tale of it. Our hands were washed and day for it. Are you still game for it? We could make it. We could make it. We could make it out alive. I dream about you all the time. You must be on my mind. When time was turning, being taught by the boat of the fragile mind, we hoped we might make it out alive. We hoped we might make it out alive. We hoped we might make it out alive. We could make it. We could make it. We could make it out alive.
Wow. Sad.
Bit sad.
Bit sad.
isn't it?
Fitting for beginning of fall. I feel like today was the first real kind of proper fall day.
I know. I just
Oh,
I said that
absolutely.
earlier. I really felt it today.
I love
so
it.
Great
I got my
here.
first hot coffee.
I never do hot. I never not have hot coffee.
Really?
Are you serious?
Yeah. There's something about the dilution from the water. It's more, I get it, but
That's awesome.
I know that you guys also love food and wine. Do you cook for each other? Or is it?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Oh,
do
really?
actually. Yeah.
What is like? What do you guys cook for each other?
Well, I'm always making pasta.
Yeah.
because I'm,
Like from
'cause I'm Italian. No.
from scratch?
Yeah, I do actually.
That's a lie.
What do you mean? What's a lie?
You don't need the dough.
Oh no, not the actual,
Okay.
not the actual noodle, but
Proper.
yeah, the sauce. I make it from fresh tomatoes.
Okay.
It's so
My,
good, and he simmers it for hours. Like,
What,
it's
That's the thing about
What's
my
your-
cooking. You
what's
have
your
to have a lot
recipe?
of patience.
That's. I
And
mean,
wine.
Well, so my nonna, my nonna is she's like the best cook in my family. You know, so when I was growing up, I'd always just sit with her and watch her cook, and she's the type of chef that can't tell you well, you have to put this amount of salt in, this
No,
amount of...
they never can.
Yeah,
It's like this
she
and
says
that,
it in
yeah.
Italian, she just looks at me, sort of, whatever. So you just kind of have to feel it out. And, yeah, I don't know. I take a long time to cook because I really like the process. It's nice to have people over, drink wine, and... by the time the food is ready, everybody has like a purple mouth, and we're all ready to go.
I feel like I also make tomato sauce from scratch, and I feel it takes like 4 hours.
Yeah, it's the best
way. But I think it's like the sauce becomes irrelevant after a while.
Yeah.
It's more it's about that time too. I guess it's winter, it's fall.
Well, that's the thing is I haven't really cooked over the summer,
Yeah.
and I'm already I made some chicken noodle soup.
Okay.
Yesterday out of a fresh chicken carcass.
Amazing. Which is also the best part of the chicken.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
And you both get to benefit?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Do you cook too, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What are your specialties?
I made them rice and bean burgers.
Oh, that's great.
They are amazing.
We always still crave them. This was probably like 3 years ago too. I think it was the first meal she ever made for us, and we're always like, Tara, when are you going to make us, your veggie burgers?
Wait, have you only made it once?
I think so.
No, you made them.
I brought them
Electric
to
Lady
the
that
studio
night.
to put on the grill, and we made kebabs. And I found all these sauces in the studio. I don't know how old they were, but
I better not to ask. Condiments don't really go. I mean, they go bad, but it's much.
They were in a fridge.
Yeah, it's fine. I think that technically that's fine, and you're still here. And do you cook?
I'm
as well?
kind of a breakfast chief when it comes to cooking. I love making like chia pudding and this granola. Tara's had my granola.
It is so freaking good.
It's like paleo granola, so there's no oats, and it's like all nuts, chia, like raw honey, coconut oil.
I think we ate like half the container.
I mean, so you three kind of have all the meals covered.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Does the bass player throw it in, or just eats?
He just eats it.
Yeah,
perfect. It's a good role. So I know you have CMJ coming up right around the corner. Are you playing at all?
Yeah.
What shows were you guys playing?
We're playing at. Where are we?
The
Pine Box
The
Rock
Pine
Shop.
Box Rock Shop, that's right.
Just down the road.
Oh, perfect.
On October 16th. And we're playing with, actually our friends, Workman Song is actually playing with us. He plays in the band Streets of Laredo as
great.
well. And
That's awesome.
yeah, so, really excited to be sharing the bill with him.
Is it any particular showcase, or is it just something you guys put together?
You know what? It's nothing that we, put together at all. Somebody just reached out and
Perfect.
and wanted to, have us.
And you had mentioned that a new record is imminent, or coming, or distant future.
It's one of those things where it's almost there. So we're really just waiting to get our final mixes back, but all the tracking is done, and we can't wait for.
There's a big grin in here that no one can see except for us.
Yeah. So we've been, we're going on. It's going to be just about 3 years since we released our EP, so we are itching to get something out there.
Totally understandable.
So.
Well, I want to make sure we have time for one more song. Where can people find you, follow you, get updates?
Definitely, you could check out our website. It's www.bellemeremusic.com. Check us out on Facebook. We'd love it if you gave us some more likes, and in Twitter as well, and Instagram.
And Spotify.
And Spotify. Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Everywhere modern bands are.
Exactly.
Well, big shout out to LA Donut Festival. Thanks for being on the show. Hello to Darren, Anna, Joe, Ornella, Mom, Dad, all of our friends. We'll be back next week with another episode of Snacky Tunes. Thanks for listening.
I live off love, I feed off love, I breathe off love. I sink in love, I think in love, I drink of love. And in the middle of the night I need my love. I need to grieve, I need to need and be in love. My love is gonna call to me tonight. You're scared and unprepared for life. Don't care, my love. 'Cause you're the only woman I've been dreaming of. I swear to God I'm loving you for that. I swear to God I'm making you my wife. And if you ever leave me, I never will be sore. I love you till you're lonely, and I love you some more just before. Beauty, 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 there's nobody near me. There never was. Beauty, 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 there's nobody near me. There never was.
Thanks for listening to this program on heritageradionetwork.org. You can find all of our archive programs on our website or as podcasts in the iTunes store by searching Heritage Radio Network. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at heritage_radio. You can email us questions anytime at info@heritageradionetwork.org. Heritage Radio Network is a 501c3 non-profit. To donate and become a member, visit our website today. Thanks for listening.